What are you doing? Good morning, Doc. Oh, boy. Get it. Good morning, Doc. What are you doing? What are you doing? Good morning, Jacob. Good morning. What are you doing, buddy? Good morning. Get the camera on my face, Mom. Get the camera on my face, Mom. Huh? What? What? I love you. I love you, buddy. He's a talker this morning, huh? He's a talker. And this one here's just being wild and crazy, aren't you, Doc? Wild and crazy this morning. And Jacob just says, get the camera down. Put the camera down, Mom. Huh? Put the camera down, Mom. Don't gotta film everything. Yeah. All right, let's get on with the day, boys. You ready? Let's get on with the day. What's up, guys? How's it going? Gonna do a little changing around. What you see behind me is gonna look different when I'm done. So let's get on with it. So what I did was put a, see that rod going across the top there? I took a rod and put it across the top and just hung a flat sheet over it. It's wrinkled right now. I just bought the sheet, but you know, I don't have the money to do what I want for it right now back there, but it looks better than multicolored blankets back there hanging up. So I did this. I keep my back door open a lot. And when I want the door open and the screen to be, you know, the cats can get it and look out the screen, I can just lift the corner of this up and it'll be, I can see outside then. So I think this is gonna work. It looks a lot better. But let's talk a little bit about budgeting and making do with what you got. What's up, everybody? We are from the front seat of the van today. I decided to do a little bit of a video from up here, all dusty. I was tired of looking at that back wall with all the different colors of the blankets that I was using back there. And the reason I have them hanging up there is because I keep that door open, but I kind of want to block the air a little bit. And so what I did was I put them back up there, but then I took that rod and I put it kind of in front of it and hung that flat sheet over it that I bought the other day at Walmart. I'm gonna take it down and put it in the dryer here in a few minutes, but I wanted to talk to you a little bit about budgeting, or living in a van on a budget, or being in an RV on a budget, or living in a vehicle on a budget. We all have different levels, you know, living a nomad life or living in a vehicle type life or any kind of life like that. It's just like living the six of bricks. You have different levels of income and different levels of living. And I have to watch what I spend very carefully. I'm on disability, so I don't get a lot a month. I do not get a lot a month, so I try to stay within budget and do what I can, because I put all of my money that I had into getting the van livable. I do not pinch corners when it comes to the maintenance that I do on this van and that I've done on this van. That's something very important. My van is older. My van is a 1973. But it only has 6,000 miles on the motor. The motor was a replacement motor put in here. So it is a strong motor, a strong running gears and rear end. All of that is good. Just getting the van livable for the inside took what money I had saved up when I was on disability. And so, you know, now I live month to month, you know, payday to payday. And so I'm real careful about what I spend. I mean, there is all walks of van life. You know, you got really $100,000, $150,000 vans by the time they're done with them. I would say my van, by the time I'm done with it, I'll probably only have 15,000 in it, maybe. I've got about 10 in it now, but the time I get it where I want it, I would say 15,000. It is a good van, and even though it's older, I wanted older because I understood how to work on it a little better. I could do a lot of it myself. But now, as far as doing things to it, on the inside, you know, the basic of it was, you know, I had it built. I had it built out. I'm not happy with some of it. I wanted to change some of it, but that I can do it as I go along. You know, it's just like having sticks and bricks. You change your home, you take a wall out, extend a wall, or put a wall in, whatever. It's the same with living in a van. The best advice I can give to someone, though, if you're going to start van life, live in your van first before you build it out. So stay in it a little bit. Put you a bed in there and a nice chest, and figure out what's comfortable where. Because I wish I would have did that in the first place with my van, but I did not. So now I have a couple of things I want to change that I paid to have put in. But that's okay. Like I said, it's just like owning a house. You own your house. Anything I can do on the inside as far as cosmetic, that if I can come up with the material without buying it, or not buying something real expensive, I would love to have it all wood on the inside and the ceiling, shiplap, all that stuff, but it's not anything that I could afford. My walls are actual paneling, and I have insulation behind them. I chose to put the money in elsewhere in the van instead of on that, because that's something I could do a little at a time if need be. I do want to change my bed. Oh boy, here comes a cat. I do want to change my bed. My bed is high up. Like if I'm standing up, my bed comes up to almost my shoulders. And I climb 3 or 4 steps to get up it. I want to change it. I have a lot of storage underneath, but I downsized so much when I moved in this van, I don't really need all that storage. I still have 2 levels of storage under my bed. One is, the bottom level is 2 20-gallon water tanks that I am not using right now. But if I put another motor on it, I can. And I think the motors are only like $26. So I'm no hurry on that. Probably the next thing I want to buy for my van, I think I'm going to buy the diesel heater. I found some for $159, $179. It's already in a box itself. It's a portable diesel heater. I like that diesel heater because of that it is a dryer heat. Now I have a Wave 3 and I have a Camco. You guys have seen them in other videos, and it keeps it warm in here. But with that diesel heater, I don't have to worry about condensation. And I probably wouldn't leave my back door open as much, because letting that air in helps with any condensation. So that's probably what I'm doing next, is the diesel heater. I found one on Amazon for, I think it was $159. But it's a plug and play. You just plug it in and you're set. I'll do a review on it when I get it. Now I did order some, I'm going to put some over the top of my bed. I'm going to put some paper that, like wallpaper almost. It looks like wood. But it's kind of a washed turquoise look. I'll show you to you guys when I did it, because all I have up there now is reflectics, and I get tired of looking at the reflectics. I was going to put a tapestry, but I really don't want to do that. I don't think it'll go with my wood, the way the van is. And I like grays, I like browns, I like greens, and this is kind of a turquoise washed color. And I think it'll go good with my the rest of the stuff in the van. So I'll be doing that. I ordered that. That'll be in this week. But I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about budgeting and being on a budget and living in a van. So, if you're getting into this life, like I said, save up for you a van. If you're hesitant to jump into it, if you're worried about you don't have this or that, honestly, just do it. It is, I was scared when I did it, when I jumped into my van. I'm just coming off of getting a pacemaker put in, but I was not surviving well in sticks and bricks due to not enough money. And where I'm parked at right now, I do pay rent here where I park. And my cat, I don't know, that's Cleo. I do pay rent here, but it is much cheaper. It's only maybe a fourth of what I was paying in rent. And I own my home. I can drive it out of here if I want to, but it is definitely cheaper finding a parking spot. Before I moved out to here where I'm parked at, I parked around in town, and my van is stealthy enough to get away with it. And I don't think that has a whole lot to do with getting away with it. You got to kind of know where to park. you got to be respectful. You got to keep your van looking clean, and you can't be up all hours of the night in and out of your van. You need to stay quiet. When you go park somewhere in town to go to sleep, you pull up, you turn the lights out, and you go to sleep. But there's things that I want to get done to my van now before I start, before I hit the road. I really want to go to quartzsite after Christmas. My tags are not in. I keep telling you guys this. As soon as I can get my tags, there's nothing I can do about it. I have called them and called them. I'm at their mercy on this one. So I have a paper tag, but everything I was told that you cannot cross the border in an RV with a paper tag in California. That's what I was told. I'm not going to push it. It's not worth it to push it for me. You know, I travel with cats. I don't want to get pulled over and then tow my van. I don't want to take the chance because I am nowhere near have that much funds built up to take care of that problem if that happens. And so I'm not going to take that chance. But I do plan on going down there. If my tags come in, I think I'll probably be able to go right after Christmas. If not, as soon as my tags are here, I'm headed out. And right now we are on lockdown, at least for 10 more days. Back to the budgeting and living in a van. Living in a van on a budget, I can tell you that, you know, if you're just starting this out, whether it be car life, RV life, van life, whatever, live within your means. You know, I don't have the means to go buy all new stuff. I make do with what I do. I mean, this is a sheet I bought behind me to break off. I have a screen door that shuts here, but it's screen. And, you know, air gets in, and the front of the cab gets colder than the back of the cab because it's all windows up here. So I couldn't afford an expensive blackout curtain right at the time. So what I did was did this, and it keeps the heat back there. But I keep it open mostly because I do have a Coleman catalytic heater up here in the front that I run at night. And I like the cats being able to have the extra room to run. And this time of year, they cannot go out in their cat tent very much because it's here in Oregon, it rains a lot. And it's like, it rained this morning, the sun came out for 10 minutes, and now it looks like it's 6 o'clock in the morning again, and it's only 1 o'clock in the day. It is not bright at all, and everything's very wet, and they don't like to go out when the ground is wet. So I keep it where they can exercise in here. That's why I try to keep this door open as much as possible. But, you know, like I said, starting out in a van, try to live within your means. If you're, seriously, if you get a cargo van and it's blank on the inside, get some reflectix up first, get some insulation, you know, and throw you a bed in, throw you an ice chest in, and stay in it for a while. Get you a Wave 3 heater. That would be the most spendy. If I was starting over and I was starting out with a blank van and it was winter, that's what I would spend my money on first before I'd buy solar, before I would buy a fridge. You can, you know, I don't recommend keeping your propane tank inside, but you go back and watch Chrome on Van City Van Life. Look how he did it. He's been in his van 3 years, and I do mine pretty much the way he did his when he had his Wave 3. That's who I learned about the Wave 3 from. So check out a lot of channels, guys. See what you can find out there. Study, you know, I watched van channels for a year before I bought this. So I knew what I was getting into. I knew what I was looking for, and I knew how I wanted to go about it. But anyway, that's the best advice I can give you guys. So I want you guys to take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you on the next one.